imagine with me for a
Oh my
second
god.
that you're in the theater and you're watching terrible trailers for After Earth and Evil Baboons chase Will Smith's son. And you're watching trailers for Iron Man 3, which looks kind of okay. You're watching a trailer for Monsters University. Why not make a sequel? The first one was adequate. And all of a sudden, you hear familiar music. And you see a familiar scene. And you think to yourself, Jurassic Park? And your mind starts to play with you, and you kind of go, is it a fourth one, and they're just showing scenes from the first part of, like, the first movie to get you excited? Well, no, they're continuing to show only clips from the first movie. It's coming back. And they say, returning to Jurassic Park, and you're seeing all the memorable scenes, and you're seeing all the wonderful music, and your soul is just lifting, and you feel so wonderful. And then the worst number letter combination in cinema history comes up in 3D.
You felt the energy just fall.
I was crushed.
I felt your depression set in.
Oh my! I just hope, honestly, if they, as long as they just have some 2D screenings, you know. That's all I ask. Oz is in 3D, but they have 2D screenings.
Yeah, but it's new. Usually when they release movies.
Yeah, like when they did
released
Lion
Monsters,
King
Inc.
and stuff.
3D, they didn't have a 2D viewing.
Fuck you, Steven Spielberg. That's bullshit. I just. Anyway, that's rant over.
We'll get ice
I
cream.
fucking hate 3D. And I hate it more when it's Jurassic Park. I just want to see it regularly in the theater. Yeah, and there were other trailers. Nothing really stood out for me. Did anything stand out? Any moments? Any thoughts?
I kind of want to see After Earth, but I love Will Smith. I like.
I don't
him
think
a
he's going to
lot.
be in it that much. The way it looks like, he's just going to be sitting in a chair telling his kid what to do.
I know.
He
But
probably filmed his scenes in like a week.
But I really, really like Will Smith. I think he's a really good actor.
I also like Will Smith.
I like a lot. And when I'm watching it, I just think, oh, I haven't seen Will Smith do any movie in a while. I like him. He's cool. And he's a good actor. Makes me happy.
I'm pretty sure that movie's directed by Shyamalan, so you know it's going to end up being good. Yeah.
He's a twist.
It's a twist. If it turned out to be good, that actually would be a twist.
I want to see it. I do. I
Yeah.
really do. I don't know if it looks good or not, but I like Will Smith. It's kind of like this movie. I was like, hey, James Franco, that'll make it better.
I like James Franco.
I love James Franco. I think he's a great actor.
I don't know if he's a great actor, but he's
He's an actor that I like a lot.
He's an actor that I like a lot. He's
Well, I think he's a great actor.
he's just
'cause I
got such a
saw-
wonderful smile.
He does. I think he's a great actor because I saw 127 Hours, and I think the performance in that was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, soul-crushingly good. Because it was just terrible and amazing.
We're not talking about that.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But Will Smith, I want to see After Earth.
Fair enough. Iron Man 3 just looks like another Iron Man movie. It doesn't really...
No.
Except it looks like it has that part where he's like, I'm not being a superhero anymore. I'm giving it all up. Oh, no, I'm going to be a superhero again. The, like, Spider-Man 2 story. I hate that story.
Yeah, but I like Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey's pretty
He's
great.
solid. I want to see that, I think. I don't know if I want to go see it in the theater. Ooh, but it's a Superman movie. Or a superhero movie. Ooh. Might need to see it in the theater.
Well,
What else was there? Monsters University.
same as the first one. It's like, I don't know, it looks like... I never really liked Monsters, Inc. that much. I think it was a good movie, but it was very unmemorable, especially compared to like other things that Pixar has done. It wasn't as funny or as heartwarming or as good of a story. And the villain... I think my biggest issue was the villain was really shit.
villain.
He was so lame!
He wasn't lame.
He was super lame.
If he was in my closet, I'd be terrified.
Mhm.
I don't really care about seeing like animated films in the theater because for some reason it just doesn't have the same magic for me as seeing like a non-animated movie in theaters.
You're not gonna go see Epic?
I don't even know what that's about.
Okay, fair enough. It looks like
I'm
Fern Gully 15
Oh,
after Fern Gully 14. It'll be better than Fern Gully 14.
is there actually 14 for movies?
Yeah, it's called Avatar. Ah. Oh man, the guy who hates CGI also hates Avatar. What a
Ew,
twist.
Weird.
Um,
What else was there?
I don't know. Let's talk about the movie.
Alright, fuck trailers.
I feel like go.
Oh god, okay. I really liked the beginning. In the black and white world.
Yep.
That was funny. because James Franco's hilarious. He's like giving all these women this music box saying, "This belonged to my grandmother, but I want you to have it."
Mm-hmm.
But he's obviously bullshitting them, and it's hilarious. But then the real
And it's all in black and white, and it's in like
Mhm.
it's like a perfect square, like the dimensions. So
Mhm.
it's very similar like to the original where they did black and white, and then when it gets to us, it's color.
Which is the point.
Done wonderfully.
That was very well.
When he performs his magic trick, and there's the little girl in a wheelchair in the
That was
audience,
heartbreaking.
and she's like, "Can you make me walk?"
And he's like, no.
Not now.
It was kind of upsetting because he's like, it's not in the ether, and the only thing I can think of is stars are not in position for this tribute. You won't get it.
No, I don't.
They might get it.
Yeah, I'm sure my grandma will get that one.
You seen Road to El Dorado?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's funny.
Yeah, I think it actually started off way stronger.
Oh yeah.
Where I was actually kind of like, hey, maybe this won't be so bad. And even when they got to Oz and it was all CGI and I fucking hated it, I was still kind of like had a little bit of hope.
I didn't really like. I remember watching the beginning and I was like, oh, I love this part. And then I knew as soon as he got to Oz, it would all go to hell. But
Okay.
I liked it. It was cute with his friend, and how he was like, I'm your friend, and he's like, you're not my friend. You're a monkey. Which is funny because he plays him. We'll get to that later.
Let's talk about the biggest problem in the movie. And
Being
the bigger, if you're gonna make a Wizard of Oz movie, and a prequel no less, what is the most important part? What?
ruby slippers?
No,
That's very important.
it's not the most important part.
No, that's the most important part.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, yeah.
That's the most important part of an Oz movie. And that for me is when the movie really got bad.
I was really upset when she was crying, and then it burned into her face. Like, you expect me to believe that she's never cried in her life before?
Yeah. I mean, if
Also-
you think about it logically, it makes no sense. It was a cool image. I
They
like
didn't
the.
explain any of it either. Like, why did that happen? Is she allergic to water?
Well, we know she's allergic to water.
But they don't ever really explain it. They just say that she can't have water touch her. But I feel like if you were going to have that, because
Her heart was melting. Melting.
no, because in Wicked they explain it as she's allergic to water in the book.
We can't base it on Wicked, though.
I'm giving other examples. And I think in The Wizard of Oz, I could be wrong, but they mention something that her soul is so unclean that pure clean water
I've never
makes
read
her
it.
melt. No, I'm talking about the movie.
The movie, they don't touch on it.
Oh, they don't touch on it
She
at
just
all?
throws a bucket of water.
Yeah,
It
but
hits
they say
her.
that water, but they know
They
that.
never. No, she didn't know that.
Really? No, she didn't know that, but Oz did. Like, the whole place did.
They never talk about it.
Don't they?
They never
I
mention it.
thought they did.
No, they
I have to
don't.
watch it again.
Literally, all that happens is the Scarecrow gets lit on fire, and she goes to put him out,
No,
and
I
some
know
of the
how
water
that
gets on
scene
her.
happens, but I thought
But yeah,
that she
there's
just forgot.
no one ever mentions water ever.
I feel like you might be wrong.
I'm not, but go on.
Anyway, I feel like they just needed to, like, because if they were going to say that it happened after she turned wicked, that would make sense, but it was before she turned wicked, and I don't know.
I feel like that's a nitpick.
It is a nitpick.
And I feel
But-
like if we're going to talk about issues with the Wicked Witch of the West in this movie, there are so many more.